Greetings. Today I'm going to be talking to you about a very popular genre of literature, the Gothic. The Gothic literature has had a long tradition of many hundreds of years, and it has certain characteristics that absolutely make you understand that you're reading a Gothic literature. These characteristics are a falling down mansion or house which used to be very grand but is now in a state of disrepair. A key, one of those big rustic keys, or a room which you are not allowed to enter under any circumstances. A strange and beguiling foreigner who speaks a little differently to you and who is somehow very charismatic but deeply disturbing. The Gothic genre always has an element of the supernatural. It has howling wolves, usually, funnily enough. And it also has terrible weather. So you know that you're reading a Gothic literature, and this is in the European tradition of Gothic literature, when there is fog, wind, dark clouds, stormy nights, that sort of thing. There's also another aspect that I'd like to mention, and that is the damsel in distress. So, in times of the Gothic novel, often there is the woman who is helpless in the face of this charismatic but evil power. And this damsel in distress either gives in and becomes the fallen woman, or holds steady against this power and remains a virtuous woman. The first type is probably more fun at parties. I'm going to talk to you about three really interesting Gothic novels very quickly. The first one, The Monk by Matthew Lewis, which was set in Madrid in the time of the Inquisition. And it's about a monk who becomes corrupt with power and supernatural arts. Then there's The Italian by Anne Radcliffe, set in Italy in a falling down mansion, almost toppling over the sea, and a young English woman who somehow must negotiate her way through these strange foreigners, always being in check to keep her virtue intact. The last one I'm going to talk about is, of course, Bram Stoker's Dracula, and how clever was Bram Stoker to set his novel not 10 years after the Jack the Ripper murders in the Whitechapel area of London and Hampstead Heath. This novel has it all. It's got handsome foreigners, it's got genuine fear. It really seeps through the writing, this fear, a sense of menace, the fear of the other. It's got the two females, Mina and Lucy, who display the characteristics of the women that I mentioned to you before. It has the heroes who prevail in the end and ultimately uphold the British white tradition of being upstanding citizens in an ever-changing and fast-moving world. So I would encourage you to have a look at some of the Gothic novels and put on some black makeup, wear some black clothes, listen to some black makeup, make yourself some paper fangs, and just enjoy the beauty and the terror that is the Gothic. Thank you.